talk with Jeff Bollig, co-author of Bob Davis's book, when we come back on Big Pulpit. For 50 years, most of us heard Bob Davis call a game. Royals, Fort Hays, Hays High School, KU Athletics for 32 years, 8 Final Fours, and of course the Orange Bowl football team. He's co-written a book with Jeff Bollig called The Dream is Real, and Jeff is with us now. Tell us about the book's title. How did you come up with that?
Well, Dave, great to be with you today. The book is actually that closing line from the 88 Final Four where Jayhawks win and Bob Davis says, the dream is real, Kansas national champions. But throughout the book, Bob talks about his dream to be a broadcaster and be in radio. And so it all ties together because he had a dream of doing major college sports, and that came true. And then, of course, a dream of doing baseball, his first love, doing the Royals. So the whole dream concept ties throughout the book.
But he went to law school and decided that really wasn't going to be it for. You can hear him in court, can't you? Your Honor, would have been great in court.
You can't handle the truth, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, his father really wanted to go to law school very bad. Thought it was an honorable profession, could raise a family, do all those kind of things. But Bob always wanted to be a broadcaster, and so he went to 1 year of law school. Then he was called to basic training, and just right before he went to basic training, he made the decision that he would come back and go to broadcasting school, which he did. Merle Harmon owned the broadcasting school in Kansas City, right off the plaza. Went to that, applied for 50 jobs in the states of Kansas and Missouri, didn't get one. Finally got a job at KOS Radio in Hays as a disc jockey and a camera operator.
There are a lot of sportscasters, but not many that have that memorable call. There's going to be a lot of time capsule moments that Bob Davis's voice, he's connected to some kind of a great event, into the championship game, the Orange Bowl win. What is it about Bob that gave him that ability to be able to make that great call at the right time?
You know, he's so in the moment, and the one thing about Bob, he's never scripted, and if you watch him, that's really the great thing about him. But Dave, in the book, I interview about 50 different sports personalities, friends, and peers in radio broadcasting. And I thought Mitch Holtis said it best. Mitch said the thing about Bob is he knows how to capture that moment with the perfect amount of emotion and energy. And I really think that's what makes Bob so unique and so good. He just has that knack for being in the moment.
How did you keep this from being a 1,000-page book? It could have been.
Wow, it could have been. At some point, postage got too high, right, to mail the book. But no, it was great. We could have done more. We kind of put a self-imposed deadline to have it out by Christmas, and we actually started. The concept started about 5 years ago, and I've known Bob since growing up in Hays, and so we had all these notes written down, and he kept on saying, "No, I'm not done broadcasting," and they got put on hold, and finally about, I'd say February, around early February, I said, "Bob, let's do the book." And then, the pandemic hit, and that gave us an opportunity. He was at home. I was obviously working from home at time and was able to do some stuff at nights and weekends and wasn't traveling, obviously, for work. So it gave me a little bit of free time. And you're right, it could have gone on and on, maybe volume 2 or 3 is down the road.
Yeah. Is there a favorite Bob Davis story in the book for you?
Oh, wow. There are so many. There are some really funny ones. I think there's a great interchange between Tom Dorr, the former Missouri broadcaster, and Bob. Yeah. They have a great relationship, and they would listen to each other's broadcasts, and they would call each other after and just critique the heck out of each other. And there's one game where Tom was doing it, and their crowd mic was actually right next to the Missouri coaches, and things get a little heated in coaching boxes, as you may know, Dave. And so there were some comments that came across on air. And right when the game was over, Bob called Tom, and they had a great exchange. So that was really good. And I think the other stories between Bob and Max are really funny. One thing is they have this line, "Don't make me laugh." Max would always start a joke with Bob, or Bob would start a joke right before they came back on air. Their line was, "Now don't make me laugh," because they didn't want to appear to be cutting up on air. So the Max stories are really good. But his history of just getting into it, his dad was a reporter for the Independence newspaper, a sports editor actually, and they covered the KOM, the Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri League, which was Class D baseball. And he grew up watching Mickey Mantle, a 17-year-old, play shortstop for the Independence Yankees. So pretty cool to think that he did that. So a lot of great stories, but those are just a few.
Your hope is this was going to be Dillons all over the state just in time for Christmas.
Right. Right now, it's planned to hit the Dillon's shelves on the 22nd of December. All 4 Lawrence stores, 4 stores in Topeka, 2 of the Marketplace stores in Wichita, Derby, Andover, Hutchinson, and then Hayes. And then hopefully they may do some more down the road. Eventually it'll be in Rally House as well. Then of course it's available either on Amazon.com or you can go BobDavisTheDreamIsReal.com, and the link is right there. Some people may have difficult on Amazon searching for it, so you can go to BobDavisTheDreamIsReal.com and the link takes you right to the book order.
Jeff, good luck with the book. Sounds like a good read. Appreciate it.
Sure, Dave. Appreciate your time. Thank you.